Hey guys, what is up? Sumit here and I'm back with another video. Guys, you might have heard of the term Bitcoin. More nowadays, they're new introduced into the system, there are more people mining. It's become a thing nowadays, a lot of people are talking about that. So you may be wondering, what exactly is a Bitcoin, or what exactly are Bitcoins? Well, that is exactly what I'm going to be talking to you about today in this video. So, let's get started. So guys, first of all, what is a Bitcoin? So guys, in its simplest terms, a Bitcoin is basically a digital currency, or you can call it internet money. So Bitcoin basically it functions as any other normal currency. It's accepted all over the world in many places and in many stores nowadays. So how exactly does Bitcoin work? How are new Bitcoins generated? How does everything work? So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So this is how it works. So let's say you have two people, okay? So this guy sends this guy 1 Bitcoin, correct? Now what happens is that to verify this transaction between this person and this person, which by the way can be done through a lot of ways, like your smartphone applications, a lot of ways basically. It's a much faster way of transferring money. So basically what happens is you have people called miners. Okay? These are one of the most important people in the Bitcoin system. So what these miners do is they basically run a computer software, right? There are many types of different computer softwares that miners actually use, but some are like, I think, Bitminer or something like that, Get Bitminer or something. I'm not exactly sure, but they use a lot of different programs. Now what these programs do is that they solve complex mathematical problems, right? Basically, they verify each transaction. So as I told you, this guy transfers the money to this. So basically the miner verifies that the transaction is real, that it's not, a robotic thing or something like that. It verifies that it's real. So these are sort of like your people who make the money, because when they actually verify the transaction, they actually get a small reward, some money out of that, because for their effort, for the computer's effort, right? And now this is how new Bitcoins actually are generated too. A person verifies a Bitcoin, new Bitcoins are generated into the system. So that's why Bitcoin miners are actually really important in the whole Bitcoin system. Okay, now that we've seen how Bitcoins work and how exactly their new Bitcoins are made, let's look at some advantages of Bitcoin over regular cash. Well, first of all, there are no banks. Right? There are no banks. So therefore, what happens is, since all the miners are making the money, when a person sends some money to somebody else, it's a direct transaction with it. It just directly goes to that person. There's no bank. There's no nothing involved. So therefore, what happens is that the transaction fees are usually much less than regular. The transaction fees are usually much less than regular. Now another advantage of actually using this is, another advantage is that your account in a Bitcoin can never be frozen. No matter what you do, your account cannot be frozen. It's always there. And the other advantage of actually using Bitcoin is that, in a credit card you have to sign all those forms, all those documents, everything. You don't need to do any of that. That's a very good point of actually using this. So what you have, very fast transactions, very low transaction fees. You can use it all around the world. You cannot freeze your account, and there are no documents or any other such stuff. Now, one thing is that you might be thinking, that is Bitcoin safe? Can't it just be hacked into or copied? Well, actually, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, which means that no matter what you do, that it cannot be copied. You cannot copy a Bitcoin. So it is actually really safe to use. And like I told you, it's always verified by one of the miners. Okay, so now that we've learned what exactly Bitcoins are, how they work, and some advantages of them, you might ask, are there a good is are there a good investment? Is it good to buy Bitcoins, just trade in your money for Bitcoins? Well, actually that depends. You see, the maximum number of bitcoins that can ever be made is 21 million, right? So if it's 21 million and new bitcoins are being generated each day, what that means is, for miners especially, it becomes harder and harder to actually earn more money. That means it becomes harder to generate new bitcoins, because since bitcoins are being made every day, so the number of bitcoins is reducing, so it's harder to actually generate new bitcoins. So therefore, if you plan on doing mining, then the profit that you can get compared to a few years ago would actually be less, but nevertheless it still is a good opportunity. And now for the thing of actually converting it back into dollars, and whether that stuff, like whether you should buy it, that actually depends. You see, Bitcoin is a very, very, very unpredictable thing. In 2011, the price of a Bitcoin was around 75 cents, but then in 2013, in mid of 2013, it rose to $1,000. So from 75 cents, it suddenly rose to $1,000, and now it has dropped back to around $450. Not exactly 450, but somewhere around that. So as you can see, it's very unpredictable. As of right now, for the last, I think, few months, it has been remaining at a $450 rate. It's not gone too high or too low. So overall, it can be a pretty good investment, and it does have a good future, because it does have a good potential, because more and more people are using it. It's becoming more famous, so the price can rise. It can become better. So I would say that now might be a good time to buy it, because it is a bit stable, and it is increasing. So it really should be a good buy, I think. Anyways, guys, that is about it for this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you learned something new, what bitcoins are. And guys, please subscribe to my channel for more such content. I upload almost every week, so it really should be worth it. That's about it for this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.